do you have
There
with you?
pen, siguro. Pen. Then I'm just gonna...
Okay, we're showing...
For a while, we're letting the video adjust because we're still on that Rubik video we had earlier. We're talking to Nomer now, and he's about to show us how he can move objects.
Everyone's on vacation right now.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I proposed to them
I'm
yesterday.
so sorry.
Right, we're showing the ball pen here
Yeah.
at the edge of the table. Pan down, please.
If I was to believe that
There you
There
that
you go.
pen will fall over.
Okay.
I'm having a hard time here.
Do you have to be really quiet when you do it? Okay.
Wow. Wow. How did you do that? So, I mean, aside from ball pens, you can also move bigger objects also.
Yeah, siguro 4 to do.
You still get dates?
Yes.
Okay.
I have lots of them.
You don't tell them you have that power.
I
You
don't
do.
tell them.
Right.
It's actually more of like a pick-up line, a start of a conversation. You can say that, but yeah, maybe
But
the
I
girl
think
is
some
like,
girls would
okay,
be scared. What you can do with your mind.
okay, now with the board. Huh? Wow. How did you do that?
Usually they say that magicians always have long sleeves. That's why my sleeves are all rolled up, you know.
Because he's bending the... Oh my god.
See that? It's hard, diba?
Yeah,
What does it take?
it's meta.
It's all in the mind. Is it something you studied, or is it something you've always been gifted with ever since?
It's a skill that has to be developed.
Can anyone learn this? Or?
Yes.
Yes.
By any 3-year-old with 15 years of practice.
You're funny, ah. You're not just, you don't just move stuff, and you're also very funny.
Now watch this, watch this. Where's the camera? Watch this. Watch.
Can you touch that fork?
Yeah.
It's a real fork.
Actually, I can even do it with your hand.
No,
So let's
I'm okay.
put it back,
Okay.
straight
Go,
back.
go, where
Can
it
I borrow your hand? Yeah. The clean one. Just kidding. Close your hand. Close your hand. Okay. Now from your mind, parang nag-channel ka, papunta yung energy sa fist mo. And then now you're gonna start to feel something inside. Watch. Tell me what's happening inside. Tell me what's happening.
Turning.
Yeah? Turning, tapos?
It's just turning.
Yeah. Medyo mahigpit na ako. Yeah. Yeah. Open your hand.
Wow!
Imagine what you can do with your hand.
Yeah.
You have powers.
You can have it as a souvenir. It's yours anyway.
Okay, so you do this to entertain people. You go to events and
Yes.
and then what's the perception of people? Is it sort of like a magician or like a carnival? It's not, right?
It's not.
No.
Okay, so when we watch something like this, what should we expect aside from this? Do you also teach people how to hone their skills or special skills?
They can either book us for a show or for a lecture. For corporate events. Yeah. Motivational. Mostly motivational yung mga
mostly
subjects.
motivational. I mean, personally, I am a teacher at the moment. So I'm a high school teacher, that is. So I actually do this whenever I have to motivate my students.
But you don't teach them remote viewing, especially when you give out quizzes.
If they're wrong, they have to drink muriatic acid.
Not really.
No, the person has to have some kind of abilities already.
Would you know?
You can't-
Would you know? Like at the beginning, this person has that special skill.
Well, you have to try to test them doing various things and see if they have a little bit something that works.
But David,
Then
you
from
were
there.
telling me about deja vus
Yeah.
earlier.
Yeah.
And then your experience of a deja vu is not the normal kind. Like,
No.
you know, when you have one, you usually say, I've seen this. I've been here, yeah. But yours is different.
See, what happened with me is when I have a deja vu experience, it seems like everything goes into slow motion. And it's like I see myself on TV. It's not like, oh, this happened to me before. It's really like I'm living it a second time. See, that's when I felt that there's something different about me.
How do you use that? I mean,
well, I can't really use it because it just happens. I have no control over it. I can't stop it. I can't start it. I'll be someplace and all of a sudden things are happening and nothing I can do. I just live the moment until it stops.
So can you also like predict things that could happen in the future and then really happen when it?
Well, it's not that easy because different things keep changing. Like, you know, if you do something now, but all of a sudden you do something a minute later, you know, the chain of events keeps changing. So it's very hard. Certain things, simple maybe, that don't rely too much on... Look, you walk down the street. If you turn left, maybe somebody has to move out of their way because you turn left. But that happening, 3 other people moved a different way in the street too. You know, so it keeps... time and the future is always in movement. So it's not a simple thing.
Maybe for our viewers who maybe could relate in a way and maybe say to themselves, I experienced those kinds of things. What should I do about it? What can they do? I mean, what are the symptoms that could say that they are capable of really honing their special skills and becoming, like you guys, like experts on the specific field?
I'm not very fond of the word symptoms because it connotes it.
Sounds like a disease.
It's like a disease and
Signs. Signs.
Still sounds like a disease.
Signs.
Alright, science is a little more benign than symptoms. But if you're looking for signs, then there are a lot and it's hard to enumerate them all. But
what's the most common? Something that you all 3 went through?
empathy, right?
Empathy.
A heightened sense of empathy with other people that we just mistook for pure empathy. And it turns out that there's more to that. That's one of the biggest signs, that if you think you can really relate to people, and then at some point you feel that it's not, it's uncanny, or at some point already, then that's one sign. But that's you know, that's a rule of thumb, which means it's never always the case.
Right. How about you, David?
Yeah, I think I agree with Kel on that. You know, you feel things differently once in a while, and that's how you can tell.
Did you also experience the same thing? It's more in empathy, or there's also some other signs that you've noticed?
When I was a kid, I had this experience when there's this woman across the street, and then I wanted to touch her. I just believed that I can touch her like that. Then she turned her back. There was nobody.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Then she ran away.
How old were you?
8.
8. That early. All right.
So for the people or viewers who want to book you guys and for lectures, how do they get in touch with you?
Webpage?
Or contact numbers?
Alright.
You can give.
Or you
I can
just
give
send
my.
it
I can just give my cell phone number kasi yung website is not up yet.
All right.
It's 0928-622-1406. 0928-622-1406.
Or they can call Mornings at ANC to ask more about this, and we
please.
can get in touch with you guys. Thank you very much, Kel, David, and Nomer for joining us this morning and enlightening us about this, and also entertaining us.
Thank you.
And you can bend the fort.
Thank you.